everyone, welcome. This is Abby with Cookies and Crochet. How is everyone? Today is Thursday, to think about it, June 4th, 2020. My days are running together. That is happening a lot in the last few months. I have to stop and think what day it was, what day it is, and then I can't speak. More coffee, please. I am filming in the morning. It's about 10:40, something like that. We had a big rainstorm last night, and it was wonderful because it has been really hot the last few days, and so a really big rainstorm came through, and it was so nice. It cooled things off so we could sleep and or sleep better, and it was just really nice. It was a loud thunderstorm, so my girls kind of were, what's that? What's that thunder? But anyway, it was nice for all the rain and for the coolness of the day, or of the evening. Anyway, I have some things to share with you today, and I am talking loud because for some reason my audio has not been all that great the last two videos, and I'm not sure why. It may have something to do with my tablet, because when I'm doing updates I keep getting errors that there's a Windows 10 update and it can't install. Anyway, I'm gonna have my brother take a look at it. But for some reason, like when I was re-watching it on my editing, the volume was fine. But when I uploaded it and I was watching it on my phone, I had to turn the volume all the way up, and it was still like I couldn't hear myself very well. So I'm trying to talk loud so that hopefully, if there is a problem with my tablet not picking up my voice, or whatever the problem is, I don't know. I'm not technical. My brother is. Thankfully, he can help. Anyway, hopefully we don't have that problem this time. So, I have a few things to share with you today. So weird talking loud. So, I have a couple finished objects to share with you. And then I have a very small mini Hobby Lobby haul. It is not a yarn haul. It is a craft haul. With tiny bit of yarn. My mom and I went to Hobby Lobby yesterday because I was still looking for those knitting needles that I've been needing, and so I found out they were open. They did require a mask, but that's fine. I made myself one, so that's fine. And I had looked online before we went, and I found the needles that I needed, the size I needed, and then I also found a book that I wanted, and it said it was on sale online. It was on sale for $9.99. Guess what? When I got there, their whole section of books, they had several of them clearanced out to like $1 to $3 a book. I was so excited. I was like, what? So anyway, so let me show you the Hobby Lobby haul. It's very small, but it was just some essentials that I needed right now. They didn't have any of their yarn on sale, but they had several things clearanced out, like little notions, like you know, coffee mugs and little pens, and you know, like a little stitch marker holder, stuff like that. But I promised my hubby I'm just gonna go and get exactly what I need, and I did. I kept my word. So, but anyway, it was really nice to get out. My mom was able to come with me. So, you know, we weren't out too long, still trying to be careful, you know, but I couldn't get the needles I had ordered on Amazon. I couldn't get them. So anyway, that's why I went. So I'll show you the book I found. This is what I saw online. and it was originally $14.99, and it online it said it was on sale for $9.99. Well, I got there and it was clearanced out for $3, $3.74. So this is the book I snatched up. In fact, it was the only knitting book for knit socks that I saw. But yeah, I'm really excited. It has some yoga socks on the back. It has some little baby booties. It has kids size socks. So anyway, I'm really excited to try that out. So that was one of the things I purchased. The other thing I got, I had wanted some more DPNs because I did not have the size 2 DPNs. I think the smallest I had, and it's in the other room, of course, the smallest size I had for DPNs was like a 3, I think, or I can't remember. Anyway, I needed the size 2, so I found some. These are aluminum, and the ones I have, I think, are from Knit Pro, and they were the birchwood, which they're beautiful. I love them, but they didn't go as small as this. So I did get this. This is from Yarnology. So I got that. The other thing that I found, and this is for the circular needles, I found, because I didn't want to just buy 1 or 2 circular needles, I kind of wanted one that was interchangeable and kind of had, you know, well, this was the only one they had, and I did see it online. It is from Knitter's Pride. It is the interchangeable deluxe set. So this is what I picked up. This was at Hobby Lobby. So it goes from, let's see, the knitting needle size 4 all the way up to 11. And then the cords, it has 4 cords, size 24, size 32, and 2 number 40s. And I'll show you that real quick. It all fits in this cute little pouch, which I was really ecstatic about. So it's all kept there. But in the back is this little storage thing. And this has all the cords. It came with, what are these called? End caps, 8 end caps, and then 4 cord keys, which I'm not sure what cord keys are. I guess I'll look them up online later. But anyway, I was really excited when I pulled these cords out because they are like really sturdy, rubbery plastic. So I'm assuming this must be the 24 inch. These must be the 40 inch. And then I'm looking at the pack contents. This is the 32. So I am really excited about this. And the fact that I found it. It was the only one they had. And I'm sure they carry this on a regular basis. It wasn't that they were, you know, sold out or anything. But anyway, so these are the needles. It starts out at 3.5 millimeter and it goes all the way up to an 8 millimeter. So, and they're color coded, which I like. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm really excited to try to use these. And then the last thing I got, I'll put that away in a minute. You know, I had to go around the corner to look at their sock yarn, even though I don't need any sock yarn. But I did notice at the top of the shelf, I did not know that they had these Yarn Bee. It's called Cozy Toes. So I guess this is Yarn Bee's sock yarn. And it is 93% acrylic and 7% polyester. And these are only $4.99. So I did get 2 of them. And this colorway, just because it's bright and cheerful and summery, I thought it was cute. It's called Summertime. The colorway is called Summertime. So yeah, that's what I picked up. And we will move on to finished objects now. Okay, so I got everything, excuse me, I'll put back in here. So this is a really nifty pouch, I just have to say that. It keeps everything together, and, you know, so you don't lose anything. You don't want to lose anything. Okay, let's move on to the finished objects. I have two finished objects. Okay. First of all, I finished the mate to the sock I showed on my last video. The only weird thing is, this one is a little bit smaller than this one, and I'm not sure how that happened. I used the same hook size. I used the same number of stitches. Maybe my tension was a little bit tighter. I don't know, but yeah, this one is the one I just finished, and this is the mate to it, and I don't know if you can tell it, but it's just not a huge, you know, difference, but it is a little bit bigger, like around the leg, or I mean, this one is smaller. Maybe I shouldn't do videos in the morning because my brain is not awake yet. I am so sorry. I will apologize in advance for this. This one is a little bit smaller, I noticed, than the first one. So I don't know. Anyway, it's done. I'm so happy. I need to still wash it, but I did want to show it. And I love this yarn, and I have leftover yarn. I may make another set just because I just love it. It's so beautiful. And this is the Crochet from Knit One Purl Two, and it's the Kettle-dyed yarn. And I did look it up because I love it so much. And they have other colorways that are just absolutely gorgeous. But I don't know. I just love the variation in color and how it works up. It's just another thing I will say, which is super nice about using the same yarn throughout the whole sock. Okay, you know, usually I like to play around. I like to do, you know, contrasting heel and toe. I like to do maybe a different colored cuff. The only problem is the color changing. Sometimes I didn't like how the stitches looked as I changed the colors, and of course all the ends to weave in, I did not like that either. But I'm kind of the person that likes to jump in all at once and just go at it, and sometimes we're just not ready for that. At least I wasn't. It was really frustrating, but this is so relaxing, and that's what I need right now. Something relaxing, calming, not stressful, not something to make me tense. So using the same yarn throughout and only having two ends to weave in was super awesome. I'm just gonna say that. And I like how it turned out. So yay. Okay, second sock. I have to still talking loud. Because I don't have a microphone, I probably need one. The second finished object is a new sock pattern I just tried, and it is my first ankle sock. It's my first ankle sock. I am super excited about it. So this pattern is out of this book called I Can't Believe I'm Crocheting Socks, from Leisure Arts. I ordered this online from Amazon. I cannot remember how much it was because I ordered it quite a while ago. But here's the back. But I had not tried any of the excuse me. Oh, I need to tell you about the yarn I used too. And it's in the other room, so I have to go get it. But I will tell you about the pattern really fast. This is the first time I had tried a pattern out of this book, and I really do like it. It was super easy, and that's what I was telling you about in my last video. I needed something easy, something quick, and it was really quick. Here is a really good picture of them. Aren't they just adorable? They're just so cute. And they were, like I said, they worked up fast. It was an easy pattern. And I really like them. And, you know, because it's summertime, not that I'm wearing socks a lot, but if I were to wear socks, I'd probably wear ankle socks, you know, just because you don't want your legs to feel hot. But anyway, and let me go grab the yarn that I used for this, and I'll be right back so we can talk about it. Okay, so I had to go in the other room and grab the yarn I used for this sock. So I hope the tag is in here. Yes, it is. Okay, so this is the yarn I used for that ankle sock I just showed you. And it is by Opal. Is that right? Or no? Chef Pate. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm just going to show the tag, okay? This is the yarn. I think I got it in a kit or something. I can't remember, but it's really nice. It is it's soft, but it's very, well, I'll just tell you the dimensions. It is 75% sure wool, virgin wool, and then 25% polyamide. Polyamide. Anyway, it's really nice. And the colorway is called Party? No. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I believe this, I don't want to ruin it. Is it Swedish or Dutch? Oh, it says made in Germany. Okay, so this is German. Okay. Anyway, okay. Yeah, I must have got this from a kit. A kit that came in a kit. But anyway, I don't see the color name. I'm sorry. But it's really nice. It's really nice yarn, and it worked up very nice. Now, I will say, for this pattern, I believe it called for 3.25 hook. Let me just check real quick. And I did use a bigger hook. Yes, calls for a 3.25 hook. But I did use a 3.5 hook. This is my Furls hook. I love this hook. And I will say that it, and I went by the dimensions of my foot when you're crocheting socks to try to find the size that you need for your foot. What you want to do is measure from the tip of your longest toe, which is usually your second toe, to the heel. You want to measure there, and you also want to measure around the widest part of your foot, which is usually like around the ball of your foot, the toes, you know, that's usually the widest part of your foot. So you want to measure around that. So you have the circumference, and then you have the length, and that usually will give you the size you need. That's the best dimensions for the size you need for your sock. So I used those dimensions, and I used a little bit bigger hook. And I will say, I mean, they fit my foot okay, but they're just a little bit loose. So I was like, okay, well, I wonder how it would be for my for a 3.25 in the same size, because I don't like my socks to be tight so that they pull, because that creates holes, and I don't like holes in my socks. That it really bothers me. I don't like it. I'm like, a sock should cover, unless they're lacy socks and they're supposed to have holes, then that's a whole different story. But I don't like them tight on my foot to where it creates little holes. I don't like that. So I don't mind if they're a little loose, and maybe when I wash them and let them dry, maybe they'll kind of shrink up a little bit. But as you wear them, I mean, they do kind of, the fibers relax, and they kind of get more loose on your foot anyway. So, yeah. So yeah, I really wanted to try it with the 3.25 and just see how it would fit on my foot. So I did start a second one in a different So this is the second sock that I am working on. It's the same pattern, but it is different yarn. I am actually, oh, and this is a cute little bag. Isn't that cute? These are the triangle bags I ordered from Little Gray Girl over in the UK. I happened to come upon her site, and I can't even remember how or why. But anyway, I went to her clearance section, trying to save money. This was a while back though. But yeah, she has these cute little bags, and you know how I love bicycles. So yeah, this was clearanced out. But anyway, and then she has large, medium, or this is the large, I think. This is another one I got from her. But yeah, they're perfect because they sit upright and then they hold your yarn, and yeah, they're really cute. She also has, I think this is, yeah, this is from her too. They also have, you know, like little notion bags. This is one I got from her too. So she has really cute stuff. Yeah. I also ordered her Mystery Gem yarn club, which is a year-long thing. You get it like 4 times a year. I ordered that back around Christmas time, I think. But anyway, yeah, she's got really cute stuff. I really like it. I'm very happy with it. Very well made, and very cute designs. Sorry, I went off on that. So this is Premier yarn. This is the wool-free sock yarn. So it is 93% acrylic and then 7% PBT, which I do not know what that is. But anyway, so it's really cute. It's really fun to work with. Okay, sorry, I keep getting interruptions. The kids keep knocking on the door. Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, this is the first time I'm using this Premier yarn, the Premier sock yarn, and is, like I said, it's wool free. And I really like this colorway. What is it called? Oh, it's called Flame. But I thought it kind of looked like Halloween colors or fall colors. Anyway, it's really pretty, but it's very, very soft. And so this time I am using, can't get it out, 3.25, yes, 3.25 hook. But yeah, look, the little ball of yarn fits in there, and your project, and your hook. And zip it up, and then you, it's very cute. Look at that. Isn't that cute? I love these bags. I wish I had more. I think I only have these 2. But anyway, yeah, so I'm gonna see how this fits on my foot. If it's a little snug, and it pulls, you know, and it creates the holes, I'm not gonna be happy about that, but I will deal. But anyway, so that's how I'll decide how I will proceed with the second one for this. If I will, you know, make it in the 3.5, or if I'll go down to 3.25. So yeah, just because I am very picky, guys. I am very picky. It's hard. It's really hard to live with my picky self. I'm just really, and I will give you a backstory really quick. This is kind of funny. So when I was 5, my parents took us on a missions trip down to New Mexico. And we lived in New Mexico for about 5 weeks. I was like 5 years old. And apparently I had an obsession with shoes. And I still do. I love shoes. I really do. I've always loved shoes. And maybe it's carrying over into socks now, because obviously I'm obsessed with socks. By the way, I got more coffee while I was getting the yarn in there. So my parents love to tell me this story of when we would meet other little children, because it was 2 orphanages down in New Mexico. When I would come, you know, meet other children, I would ask to try on their shoes. I don't know. So anyway, I still have kind of, not really an obsession, but I do love shoes. I love shoes. And I will, when I'm watching movies, when I'm watching a TV show, when I'm out and about, I will look at people's feet and oh, those are cute shoes. Even men I see walking around, I was like, oh, those are good looking shoes. I like stuff that stands out. It's unique. You don't see it that much. You know what I mean? Anyway. So there's your funny backstory. Back when I was 5, I wanted to try on other people's shoes. So now I think that has kind of mutated over into socks. So I'm very picky, first of all, about how they fit my foot, how they look, the color, the feel. I'm just picky, 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 picky. And if I'm not happy with it, I won't make the second one. I won't wear them. I won't keep them. And eventually, I would like to make socks for other people. I'm just still trying to learn and, you know, get more experienced. And anyway, but I did look through my library, and because I had ordered those sock knitting books, and oh, that feels good. I opened the window and there's this nice cool breeze coming in. You might hear the birds. I hope you can hear the birds. It's so nice when you can hear the birds chirping outside. If my computer will pick it up. Oh, there it is. We have cardinals in our backyard. I've heard they're very territorial. But we always have, every summer we have a cardinal couple, you know, a mom and a dad. But you can always, and we see blue jays out in our backyard frequently. By the way, blue jays are huge birds. I never realized how big they were until we saw them up close. They are really big birds. And we see yellow finches. They're yellow and black finches. But of course the yellow really stands out. But they're tiny little birds, tiny little birds. And we've seen woodpeckers on one of our trees. And it's kind of brown and white and has spots and I think kind of an orange or red head. So fun. That is the fun of having lots of trees. It really is. All the different birds that attract it. But of course we have lots of squirrels too, which they are not. I don't mind squirrels as long as they behave themselves. Anyway, so, oh, and I've been planting, if you follow me on Instagram, at My Cookies and Crochet, I'm on Instagram if you would like to follow me, you will see that I rescued some hostas. Somebody had, across the street from my dad's house, somebody moved out and the house was sold and the new owners moved in, and it had a lot of shade, so it had lots of shade loving plants in the yard. Beautiful lawn, really nicely landscaped, but they had dug up these big mature hostas and just left them on the curb. And so when we went over to my dad's to visit, I saw them and I was like, Dad, do you think it would be okay if I got those? He's like, well, I don't see why not. They're just sitting there. They're gonna die. So I grabbed a little plastic baggie and I went out there and I picked them up and brought them home, and I called my mom and I was like, Mom, can you come over and help me plant these? So she did. So yeah, we had to divide them because they were in two big clumps. And we planted them along kind of the southwest edge of our house, where there is shade. Most of our backyard is mostly all shade, but the kids are running around and using the yard a lot, so I wanted to kind of plant them out of the way so the kids wouldn't, you know, mess with them, or, you know, they wouldn't get trampled on. So anyway, so yeah, we got them planted. They're doing really well. and I'm very excited because when we first moved in, when we first bought this house, there are two big trees out in our front yard, and there was kind of a little garden already made out by one of the trees. And so I had dug up that area, pulled out all the weeds, you know, and I went and I think it was at Walmart, and I bought some little baby hostas, and I planted them, and they didn't do well at all. So I had planted 4 little baby hostas around the base of the tree out front, and the rabbits, I noticed, I assume it was rabbits, I don't know for sure, I did not get night vision cameras and try to figure out who was eating up these hostas, but I assume it was rabbits. Were eating the new leaves. Anytime a new leaf would sprout, they would be eaten up. So they didn't do too well the first summer. Then the next year, only 3 of them came back, and the next year, none of them came back. So they didn't even make it. So I was really frustrated because I did all that work. I even rearranged the little garden stones, the edging around there. I rearranged them and it looked really nice, and I laid down mulch, and now it's just, ugh. Anyway, that's okay, whatever. So, but I think these are doing well because they're already established, they're already mature, they had, you know, good big roots. We did divide them. I think we ended up with like 9 hostas, but you know, a couple of them haven't sprouted any new foliage, but several of them have. So I think it's going to be good. I did look it up online and try to find out what kind of hostas they are, just by the picture of them and by the description. I think they are August moon hostas, or Sum and Substance. I'm not positive which one, but I think I really think they're August moon, which means they will have either lavender or white blooms midsummer, which I'm super excited about. Because the ones that I planted that didn't make it were the fire and ice hostas, and I chose them because of the leaves. They were like a white and green kind of pointed leaves, and then they had lavender flowers, which I thought that was just beautiful. So anyway, I think that's all. How are you guys doing? It has been a whirlwind of events, as you've probably seen in the news.